Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back, or welcome to another Bangs audio review. This is the Meze 99 Classics Take 3. Those first two takes were, well, I saved the extra long one just for reference, because it's something, all right. Anyway, I'll try to tighten it up a little bit. And not leave anything out, like for instance the boom mic, which was also sent along with these. These aren't complimentary. I did pay some money for them. Got a little break for being the reviewer, and I was surprised when they Razvan sent the boom mic along with them, which is really cool. I did use this for one of my reviews, if you recall, or if you have seen the Lecture SO8. That was the only review that I used them for, and it wasn't because the sound quality was bad, because honestly I feel like the sound quality was very crisp and precise, and even if I mumble a little bit, it picked it up pretty well. But the fact that I did have to wear the headphones, even though they're super comfy, around my neck and sort of angle the microphone up for it to work, well, that was probably the one and only. However, and since we're on the boom mic, before we get into the headphones, if I were gaming, or if I wanted to totally and completely blow my coworkers out of the water by sporting a set of 99 Classics and a boom mic for a conference call, well, you might not be able to stop me. This got the sort of the standard Meze cable. The boom mic there's your switch right there. Switch on and off, and your volume control analog. This guy right here, the mic, is usually you would put it into the right. Let me see, did I do this right? Right or left? Oh yeah, left. I think left might be better, because you want these guys here sort of facing you. They don't have to be directly in front of your mouth, which is nice, so you can have it sort of tucked under your chin if you want. You can have it into your ear. Just kidding. Anyway, yeah, it's very pliable, very formable, and really very comfortable. If you're wearing them with the 99 Classics, or I would assume any other Meze headphone, you kind of just, they'll disappear, it'll disappear on you. So not in any way, shape, or form uncomfortable or annoying or anything like that. It's just a really nice mic, and it's got really good sound. And I think, did I use this? I used this adapter for the GoPro, so I was able to get sound out of it. I would say, you're going to order these, if you're interested in the boom mic, you might as well just order them as a package. They did come to me packed in one Meze box, so it is possible to order them together, and I would assume, although I will check and post the link in the description, I will check to see what kind of savings are available if you order the boom mic in the package. On its own, it's not inexpensive, but the quality is there. So anyway, those will all be linked in the description for you at the Meze official website for purchase, should you be so inclined. On the unboxing, the box is too big to get on my desk, so we're just going to take a look. You've got this absolutely beautiful owner's manual, and it does go through, very smartly on their part, all of their headphones, so you can see the complete range of what's available. They definitely, whereas the 99 Classics and the 109 Pro would be sort of considered mid-fi, these are $309 when they're not on sale, not including the boom mic, make that clear. And the 109 Pros, which I reviewed previously, my favorite headphones of all so far, those are $799, so that would be, that's sub kilobuck, but their sets go up into the Summit Fi area. And if it were just because of build quality, or if it were just because it's all made in Romania, a lot of it by hand, you could say, well, Summit Fi, it should be that, right? But the fact that the sound quality starts out so good and so high just on the 99s, I mean, I can't even imagine what their top end sets sound like. Maybe someday I'll get to try them. But for now, I can dream, and if it gets better than the 99s for 300 and the 109s for 800, if it gets better than that, damn. That's all I got to say. Damn. So yeah, not to put the cart before the horse, but now I have my second favorite set of headphones in the house. The 109s were on loan; they were part of a tour, so those are not here. But maybe someday. Someday I'll pony up and get a set. For now, the 99 Classics are mine. They are here, and I love them. They're great. Specs and accessories, we'll get that out of the way. You get this beautiful case, which is very protective. Inside of that, pouch for cables, or you can just leave them in this handy little cylindrical case. It's soft, it's felt. You get 2 cables in here and some other goodies. So one of the cables is it's your conference call cable without the boom mic. It does have an inline mic with it right here, and that's a nice feature to have. The cable is pretty short, so I'm assuming into the laptop, and that's it. That's for sitting at your desk and being all serious with your Mezes in and making all of your coworkers jealous, or your friends, or whoever you're gaming with, or whatever. I'd recommend the boom mic for gaming for sure. That would be awesome. Didn't do any gaming with it, but I should have. The main cable here is quite lengthy, as most full-size headphone cables are quite a bit longer than IEM cables, which are like the standard 1.2 meter length. This one seems to be, God, if I had to put a number on it, maybe closer to 10 feet. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's got to be at least 10 feet. So plenty of room to roam around. Terminates in a 3.5 single-ended. This part of the cable, the lower part, is sort of nylon. The part to the connection points is sort of rubbery. I'm assuming this is more for durability issues, strain relief, etc. No qualms with the cable and quality. Definitely not in length. So I think, even at their intro level, which is almost the least expensive of their products, you've got the Alba for $160, and I think you have there's another version of the 99 that is less. It's like a collab that's like $200. I have not tried that one, but I'm sure it's good. Also, you get a couple of adapters. Now, I did check out somebody else's review of this just for fun before I did this, and I usually don't do that, but this guy seemed like he was kind of mellow. And he was comparing the 99 Classics to his AirPods Pro. Interesting sort of apples to oranges comparison. He did not know what this was. And if you don't know what this is either, that's fine. You're not a reviewer. If you're a reviewer, you should probably know what this is. And if you travel, you do know what this is. So this is your airplane adapter. You get on a plane, they're like, enjoy a complimentary movie, just buy this headset. Yeah, okay. No thanks. I got my Mezes, thank you very much, and I have the armrest adapter. So excellent. And I could see, like being on a really long flight, like a transatlantic, or maybe going to like Australia, New Zealand, like my wife did. She took my Bowers and Wilkins PX7S2Es with her and loved them. But if you want to stay wired, watch movies. I mean, you could wear these for hours. They're so comfortable. And of course, you've got the 8-inch to 1/4 inch or 3.5 to 6.35 millimeter adapter as well. So on the adapter front, you are set. Now, listen. No, don't listen. Actually, stop listening. You can run these off a balanced cable, and I did. I actually have a cable that is a 4-pin XLR balanced to Meze cable, and I don't really think that it needs it. It doesn't. Let's just say it doesn't need it. The specs on these are very outside of driver size. These are 40 millimeter dynamic drivers. The resistance and the sensitivity is very similar to an IEM. That's not where the similarities stop, by the way, so we'll get into that a little bit more. 103 decibel sensitivity, resistance or impedance is 32 ohms. Not super hard to drive, thus really no need for a balanced cable unless you're like me and you're kind of obsessed with them. So I did some testing with the stock cable. I did some testing with the XLR on the TA22. I'll touch briefly on sources, but let's just say the Meze 99 Classics are not super source dependent. They just sound freaking good. There you go. Although I'm just going to say this right now, I would recommend, and I always do, for over-ear headphones, mostly for IEMs too, because I just feel like if you have a higher performing IEM, a little more power behind it, a nicer DAC chip behind it, it's going to bring it out, bring that potential out. I would recommend amplification. There's that word again. Amplification for these, just because I think they do sound better. They scale well with amplification. Swear to God. All right. Anyway, I'll just blame it on the pain meds. Sure. Yep. Anyway, or I just can't talk. One of the two. This set for me. Now we're getting into my sonic impressions, and we'll do some comps too. This set for me, basically, I think it's kind of like the gateway set for me. Like, if you are an in-ear monitor person only or primarily, and you don't feel like you get the value that you get with IEMs, in the full-size headphone arena, you're not wrong. I feel like it's a lot harder to get really good, satisfying, good sound quality, good frequency response, like all-rounder type of headphones for, let's say, less than $300. Whereas with IEMs, you can definitely do that. You can do that for under $200. You can do that in some cases for under $100. Which we'll get to the Hexa for the next review. I think I'll just do old school stuff for the next two. It's harder. It's just harder with full size. And, it turns some people off. Like, if I thought that this set here, the Focal Elysia, which have great soundstage and really good separation and really good imaging and almost no bass to speak of. By the way, those fenestrated pads are a mistake. Don't do that if you have those. Too much of a good thing, but it's like you're sacrificing something. It always feels like you're sacrificing something. If you've got the Harmonic Dyne Athena or similar, or the Audio Ghost, you know what it is. It's like it's too much muddy bass. It doesn't really clear. Although the Athena is much better than the Ghost, now you're missing out on the treble. You're missing out on extension, air, and some stage. Even though those are semi-open back, they just don't quite deliver it. So 100, 150. The Sundara closed back kind of just doesn't hit anything quite right. Not to be mean, but those debuted at like 350 or 400, and now they're 150 every day, and probably 130 or 120 on sale. Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna go out and buy them. Like that's just, suffice it to say, these guys crush all of those. And now I'll tell you why. Now that I've sort of meandered into the actual sonic impressions. All-arounder, by the way, stand not included. I'm going to move that out of the way now. All-arounder kind of tuning here. They are... Whoa. I ran through test tracks twice. Probably 3 times. Several albums, from jazz to rock to metal. Even, a little bit of Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift, just to get some of the pop tracks going in there. There was not a weak point for these. I mean, I could listen to Vivaldi, I could listen to Archspire, I could listen to Taylor Swift, I could listen to Courtney LaPlante and the boys in Spirit Box. Um, they just they just play everything well, and the reason is because the tuning is balanced. Okay, it goes. I don't have a graph because I don't have the fake ear to do it with. Maybe someday. It's just a really balanced tuning. It's like a really mild V, almost a U. Like, so you're getting good bass response, like all the way down to just a tiny roll off in the sub bass. Okay, and the only reason I know that or say that is because just those drops in my usual track, Slaughter to Prevail, Agony, those drops, and I think it's like 3 minutes and 3:20 in that song. You know you can tell they're there, but they don't really just rumble on you. I have IEMs that do it better. That and maybe just a little touch off of the air and the top end because they're not open backs, they're closed backs, so you don't get that full sort of open back headphone sense of stage air immersion. I'll take it. I'll take a little bit off the bottom and a little bit off the top because what's in the middle, what is from the mid bass all the way to the mid almost upper treble, is so freaking good and so natural and so balanced and so cohesive that I don't care if it's a missing just a little bit off of the very top end and the very bottom end. I don't. You might, but I think that the argument can be made that if you are looking for that, you're probably going to have to spend more. You're probably going to have to go up to the 109 Pros to get that because the 109 Pros had more sub bass and had more air. Kiddo and mom are home from a little Halloween party. Anyway, so they're about as good as you're going to get for under $500, I think is what I'm trying to say. I don't have a set that I like better than them. I have, they killed the Elesias because they actually have bass response. I like them better than the Sennheiser HD 660 S2s, which normal retail $600, but they're $400. Just call it that because that's what they're always on sale for. This is a better set. It has better clarity. It has better, like I said, balance, coherence, better all-around sort of ability. They're very versatile. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that really put them over the top for me, because I knew the sound quality was going to be good. It's the comfort. It's how just damn comfortable they are to wear. You don't want to take them off. Not just because of the sound quality, but because of the comfort. Because they're light, even though the build quality is impeccable. I don't think there's any plastic on here except maybe hiding under the headband, because it's a suspension strap, so very, very comfortable for any size head, I think. Yeah, the build quality is impeccable, and they're just super, super, super comfortable. So that really kind of sealed the deal for me. They are 100% highly recommended. You can't get them on sale. I've seen them on sale on another website for like $229. I think Meze runs that deal every once in a while where they're like $229 or $249. They're worth it for $309, guys. I mean, just you're not going to find a better. I literally can say that you're not going to find a better headphone for less than $500. You're just not. They're 9 years old. There's a reason that they're still at the top of the heap for mid-fi headphones. There's a reason that people are still buying them. There's a reason people are still reviewing them, like me. Like, there's a reason. And the reason is that they're just way, way better than any other $300 headphone out there. Now, I may be eating my words in a week or two when the FIO FT1s show up. And if I am, I'll be happy to retract. But for now, for everything that I've tried, you're not doing better. All right, now for my IEM fans, if you're still here, if you've even watched this video, for you folks like me, there's a characteristic to these that you're going to love. So it's going to be kind of hard to explain, but I'll do my best. There is an immediacy to the sound of these, like that makes them almost act like they are IEMs. Like, you know that feeling, you've got it. It's in your ears, direct into your eardrum. Like, these kind of feel like that. They kind of have that IEM sort of feel. That doesn't mean that they're closed in or they're too intimate or there's no soundstage or there's not good imaging, because there is all of those things in this set. Otherwise, I wouldn't be like, touting them as much as I am. But if you know what I'm talking about, you're really going to dig these because they just kind of have that IEM likeness to them. And I think it's amazing. I think that it's amazing they're able to do that. So yeah, that's about as high a recommendation as I can give to you in-ear monitor fans out there, if you're still watching. And one other thing I will mention, I did pull, like about a year ago, I picked up these, for some reason, I must have been thinking ahead. These are the Dakoni 109 Pro pads. I did put these on the 99 Classics, and I don't think there was that much of a change. If anything, it might have taken just a shade out of the bass and made them a little bit brighter. So if that's something that you're a fan of, you can actually change the sound signature a little bit with bigger, thicker pads. You can also order Dakonis for the 99 Pros, which might be a little bit smaller. Stock pads are great, super comfy. The Sonics with these stock pads, I mean, what are we talking about? They're all kind of, headphones are all kind of like near field speakers, which I had to look into because I was like, well, what? Yeah, it's more of a marketing thing than anything else. But they're right at your ear. So, yeah, if you go too big on pads, as I found, or mess around with fenestrated or non-fenestrated, it's probably going to mess with the intended sound signature of these too much. So I just go with the stock pads. And if you like a little thicker pad, you can get some Dakonis. They're not inexpensive. They're like 60 or 80 bucks. So keep that in mind. But you don't have to. No pad swapping, no cable swapping. Everything you need is in the box. And it's great. So that's it. 9-year-old set of headphones that competes with anything that's been released today under 500 bucks. I don't know what else to say, guys. That's all I got to say. If you're interested in going over ear, this is the way to go, for sure. All right, that's going to be it for today. We'll do one more throwback. Well, actually, two more. I think we're going to do the Hexa next, and then I'll do a quick new Titan S versus S2 comp, so you know what the difference is if you want the newer one or the older one, because they're both still available. And yeah, and then we got lots of fun sets coming from Science down the road as well. And I'll make sure I do a quick announcement when those subscriber-only discounts become available this coming Monday. All right, sweet. For now, be careful, be safe, be nice. Love y'all. Nothing but peace to you. And we will see you soon.